Okay, we will continue the class. Before the break, we were discussing about the different parts of the nervous system. Nervous system can be broadly divided into two parts: central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system is again consisting of brain and spinal cord. Then peripheral nervous system divided into afferent pathway and efferent pathway. Then efferent pathway is again divided into somatic, consisting of those nerves which are connected to the skeletal muscles, and the second one is autonomic. Autonomic means those nervous system which prepare the individual for meeting an emergency. Autonomic nervous system is again divided into two: sympathetic and parasympathetic. Now let us see here the peripheral nervous system consisting of two type of nerves. So, peripheral nervous system is a communication pathway between the central nervous system and other parts of the body. The peripheral nervous system consisting of two type of nerves. One is those nerves which are originating from the brain, and these nerves are called cranial nerves. So, peripheral nervous system consisting of two type of nerves. One is the nerves which are originating from the brain, and these nerves are called cranial nerves. There are 12 pair of cranial nerves, or 12 pairs of nerves are originating from the brain. The second one is the second part of the peripheral nervous system is consisting of spinal nerves, or these are the nerves which are originating from the spinal cord. Spinal cord. There are 31 pairs of nerves are originating from the spinal cord. Then out of the 12 pairs of the nerves originating from the brain, some of them are sensory, some are motor, and some are mixed. So, what is sensory? Those nerves which carry or sensory information from different sense organs to the brain. Motor nerves consisting of those nerves which carry information from the brain and spinal cord to other parts of the body. Mixed means those nerves which perform dual function. That means they carry impulses to the brain and spinal cord, and also they carry impulses away from the spinal cord and the brain. Then out of the 31 pairs of nerves which are originated from the spinal cord, all are mixed. So, once again let me repeat, peripheral nervous system is a communication pathway between central nervous system and other parts of the body. The peripheral nervous system consisting of two type of nerves. One is those nerves which are originated from the brain, and these nerves are called cranial nerves. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Out of these 12 pairs of cranial nerves, some are sensory, some are motor, and some are mixed. Then there are 31 pairs of nerves originating from the spinal cord, and these 31 pairs all are mixed. You can see on the screen the nerves originating from the brain that are called cranial nerves, and the nerves which are originating from the spinal cord are called spinal nerves. Now, the nervous system is made up of specialized cells or specialized units, and these specialized unit from which the nervous system is made up of, that is called neuron. Let us see the structure of the neuron. So, once again I repeat, neuron is the structural and functional unit of nervous system. You can see on the screen the structure of the neuron. You can see that the neuron, just like any other cell in our body, this neuron also has a cell body with a large nucleus in the center and cytoplasm. Just like or just similar to any other cells in our body. A neuron or a nerve cell also has a cell body with a cytoplasm and a nucleus in the center. But unlike other cells, or different from other cells, they have so many projections. One such projection is long projection, tubular projection, long tube-like projection. This long tube-like projection, that is called axon. The long tube-like projection is called axon. Then the axons end in branches, and the branches of the axons are called axonite. Then in some part of the nervous system, axon has a white fatty covering. you can see that it is not a continuous covering, it is interrupted at regular intervals, or it is interrupted at several places. Axon has a white fatty covering, and this fatty covering, this is not present in all part of the nervous system, in some part of the nervous system. Axon has a white fatty covering, and that is called myelin, or it is also called a myelin sheath. What is the function of the myelin sheath? One is protection of the axon, that is one function. The second function of the myelin sheath is presence of myelin sheath increase the speed of transmission of the impulses. The speed of impulses, you know that the function of the neuron is to carry impulses from one part of the body to the other part of the body. If axon is myelin is present, the speed of impulses through the axon increases. That is the second function of the myelin. So, myelin is not present in every part of the nervous system. In some part of the nervous system, axon has a white fatty covering, and this fatty covering is called myelin. Myelin has two functions, one is protection and the second one is increases the speed of impulses, increases the speed. Then apart from this long tube-like projection that is called axon, the cell body has numerous small projections, and these small projections are called dendron. Dendrons also end in branches, and the branches of the dendrons are called dendrites. Dendrites. This is the structure of a nerve cell. Once again, let me repeat. Neuron is a structural and functional unit of the nervous system. A neuron, like any other cell in our body, has a cell body with a cytoplasm and large nucleus in the center. Unlike the other cells, neuron has a long tubular projection, and this long tube-like projection that is called axon. Axons end in branches, and these branches are called axonites. Then at the end of the axonites, there is a small swelling, and this swelling is called nerve ending. Nerve ending. Apart from the axon, a nerve cell or the cell membrane of a neuron has so many small projections, and these small projections are called dendrons. Dendrons also end in branches, and the branches of the dendrons are called dendrites. This is a structure. Once again, you can see on the screen the structure. Look at the screen, you can see that it has a cell body with a nucleus and a long tube-like projection that is called axon. Then axons end in branches, this is called axonites. And in some part of the nervous system, axon has a white fatty covering that is called myelin. Myelin is not a continuous layer, it is interrupted, and these interruptions are called nodes of Ranvier. Then apart from this long tubular projection, a neuron has number of small projections, and these small projections are called dendrons. Dendrons also end in branches, and the branches of the dendrons are called dendrites. This is a structure of a nerve cell. Now see, look at the screen, you can see that there are three types of nerves. First one, types of nerves, or the neurons can be divided into three types, so depending on their function. First one, sensory. I already told you the function of the sensory neurons is to carry sensory information from sense organs to the coordinator. Which organ acts as a coordinator in our body? It is the brain or the spinal cord. So their function is, depending on the function, the nerves can be divided into three types. First one, it is sensory nerves. Sensory nerves carry sensory information from various sense organs. For example, when we look at an object, an image is formed in the eye. This image is processed by the neurons or the sensory receptors which are present, photoreceptors which are present on the on the retina, and this is carried by a sensory nerve called optic nerve to the vision center of the brain, where this is processed so that we are able to see the object. So one type, depending on the function, we can divide the neurons into three types, or nerves into three types. One, sensory neuron. Sensory neuron, the function of the sensory neuron is to carry the sensory information from the various sense organs to the coordinator, that is brain. And the second one, motor neuron or motor nerve. They carry impulses from the coordinator to various parts of the body. What about the decisions which are taken by the brain and spinal cord? This is carried out by effector organs. So what is their function is they carry motor information or impulses, motor impulses from the brain and spinal cord to the effector organs. What are the effector organs? For example, muscles are the effector organs. So second type of nerves, depending on the function, we can divide the nerves into three types. First one, sensory, second one, motor, and the third one is interneuron. The third type of nerve. They connect the sensory. Suppose, for example, consider that this is a sensory nerve divided into branches, and here it is the interneuron. Interneuron pass the information from the sensory neuron to the motor neuron. So they act as a connection between motor and sensory nerves. So depending on the function, nerves can be divided into three types: sensory nerve, motor nerve, and interneuron. Now let us see a flow diagram showing how the nervous system work. On the screen, you can see a flow diagram showing the functioning of the nervous system, or how the nervous impulses cause muscle movement. We have sensory receptors which are present in various parts of the body. Suppose, for example, if you are standing in the hot sun, the heat receptors which are present on the skin, they collect the information. This information is carried by, so the receptors which are present on various parts of the body collect the information regarding the changes in the environment. Whatever the changes in the environment, that information is collected by the receptors which are present in the various parts of the body. For example, skin has 5 types of receptors, and these receptors pass this information to the sensory neuron. Sensory neuron carry this information to the brain or the spinal cord. Then the brain and spinal cord, there are interneurons which connect the sensory neuron with the motor neuron. And after that, whatever the decisions which is taken by the brain and spinal cord is carried by the motor neuron to the effector organs. This is how the nervous system works. So we have receptors which are present on different parts of the body. These receptors receive the information. The information which is received by the receptors are passed on to the sensory neuron. Sensory neuron carry this information to the brain and spinal cord, where there is interneuron which connects the sensory neuron with the motor neuron. And whatever the decision which is taken by the brain and spinal cord, or the information is processed by the brain and spinal cord, so that the brain and spinal cord give instruction to the effector organs, and these instructions of the brain and spinal cord is carried by the motor neuron to the effector organs, and the effector organs act accordingly. We will have a short break and we will continue after the break.